elevation. It lifts straight up in the air using cables, winches, counterweights, and pulleys. There are no modern hydraulics in the bridge. It was built in 1914, went into service in 1915 for a cost of $79,000. They rebuilt the entire bridge on a 22-month project in 2020 and 2021 for $9.6 million. They took the bridge apart piece by piece, created brand new pieces just like the old ones, and put it all back together. The bridge is so unusual it's listed in Ripley's, believe it or not. It's also one of the first iconic structures in New York State to receive some special LED lighting. Most of the time the bridge is lit in amber color, but they can change it. They had it red and green at Christmas time, green for St. Patrick's Day, red and blue for Memorial Day and the 4th of July. The governor's office in New York State makes the decision on what color the bridge can be lit. You also notice that the bridge has stairways on both sides. That way pedestrians can still cross the bridge when it's in the upward position. Just past the lift bridge on the left-hand side, you'll see a new viewing platform for the bridge. And also just past that, there are brand new docks. All of these were combined efforts between the Village of Fairport and some state grants. All of them were completed within the last year. This dock up ahead on the right-hand side also includes a kayak launch, and there's a place over there where you can rent a kayak or a bike. This right here is some of the best fall foliage in Fairport right now. Over on the right-hand side, that business where you see all of those chicken murals, that's called Cluck If You Buck. Next building down is the Rochester Boat Club, where adults can learn to row. This whole area used to be known as Charlie's Marina, a very popular marina here on the canal. The original canal was built between 1817 and 1825, but they didn't have the modern equipment that we have today to build the canal, so it was all dug by hand, using picks, shovels, wheelbarrows, and wagons. The original canal was about 4 feet deep and 40 feet wide. There were 83 locks in that system to compensate in the differences in elevation between Albany and Buffalo. They did 2 more major improvements after that. They widened it, deepened it, and straightened it out a little bit. Today the canal is about 100 feet wide on average, about 12 to 15 feet deep. The Erie Canal portion of our New York State Canal System is 363 miles long and contains 36 locks today. As part of the canal that we're cruising on right now, this is our bicentennial or 200th anniversary of this part of the canal being completed in 1822. They had a celebration in the Village of Fairport on May 20th, the day the canal opened for the public this season. They had some more celebrations in Pittsford throughout the month of August. And on September 17th, they had a celebration for the town of Perrington. Most of that celebration took place in Perrington Park, but in the evening they had a flotilla or boat parade with lit up boats led by the Colonial Belle. That was a great celebration. When we get to 2025, there'll be statewide celebrations celebrating the bicentennial anniversary of the full canal being completed. They're currently building a replica of the Seneca Chief down in Buffalo. The original Seneca Chief was the first boat that took a barrel of water from Lake Erie, traveled through the entire canal system, and then dumped it into the Atlantic Ocean. They called that the Wedding of the Waters. They're hoping to do something similar to that in 2025. We also recently learned that New York State has been given the bid to host the World Canal Conference in 2025. That'll be held in Buffalo. path that you see over on the right-hand side was once known as the tow path. That's the path that mules would walk when they were pulling packet boats and barges down the canal. Today it's known as the Empire Trail. You can walk or ride a bike on that trail all the way from Lake Erie to New York City. They have plans to expand it even further, and soon you'll be able to go to Canada on the trail too.
I'm getting that. It's because of their syrup. Yes, the plate, that is syrup basically. Oh, there is a one. No, I have a lot of them. I put the gum under my tongue. I have a black face.
This park that you see up ahead on the right-hand side is Barrington Park. This is a very popular park in the area. They have nice pavilions, they have courts for volleyball, basketball, and tennis, a great playground, and soon they'll be adding a skate park for skateboards too. Long ago it was known as Fulham's Basin, which was a very popular port on the canal.